Good morning, everyone. It's 7:20. I'm getting ready to walk into school. And I'm on my ICU shift for my ER rotation. Since I'm on my ICU shift, my first priority is taking care of ER ICU patients. So I walk them, I change their bedding, clean their cages and runs. This patient that I had a urinary catheter in, so I emptied the urinary bag and then I changed its bandage. They also had a feeding tube in place, and it looks like I'm shaking really bad, but this patient was in an oxygen cage, and so the oxygen was blowing the tubing. And then here is the pulse ox from that patient, so 81, 82, pretty low. It's supposed to be high 90s. And then I go actually see ER patients. Just got done doing some activated charcoal times 2. Let me show you some of the aftermath. Okay. I think there's some on my back. We're charcoaled up. After I finish my patient's morning treatments, I do actually go help in the ER if they need any help. So I do things like give the activated charcoal, draw blood, take it to ClinPath, and then we check back in with ICU around noon to see if they need any help. And then around 4 o'clock again, 2, and then 4 o'clock, we check back in with ICU. Once again, help if we're needed. And the 4 o'clock time is when we will refill all of our patients' medications to make sure they have enough to get them through the night. So in these videos, I'm basically just making some IV medications. And then after that, I go to pharmacy and pick up any oral pills and other medications for my patient. And that's kind of a typical ICU day. It's a lot of just giving medications, doing treatments, taking care of patients, and not seeing new patients and diagnosing them and coming up with treatment plans. So that's pretty much how the two things differed. I got done with work, school, whatever you want to call it. I got done at 5:30 today, and I came home and I changed because I had activated charcoal all over me. I've just been doing some vet prep studying stuff. But it's quite a bit later. I had a burrito for dinner. And then I've just been doing vet prep. It's almost 9 o'clock now, and I'm gonna shower and go to bed. But that's kind of how my ICU shifts go. So far, I liked night shift quite a bit better than I liked ICU. I just don't like only doing treatments, if that makes sense. I want to see patients. I want to try and figure out a diagnosis. I like to do the Sherlock Holmes part of things and try to come to a conclusion of what is going on with an animal. And when they're in ICU, you don't always know what's going on with them, but you're not trying to diagnose them. Your sole purpose is treatments. You're simply there to monitor and provide treatments to patients. And so it's just not my favorite thing. I would much prefer to be a part of a process, to be animal comes in, I see animal, I do diagnostics, I see animal, not just doing treatments. So that's why this has not been my favorite my favorite. I like ER. I don't want to do ER. I want to do mixed animal GP, but I have liked the ER rotation, just not necessarily ICU because it's just doing treatments. So, if there's not a lot going on in ICU and we have downtime, I don't know why I put air quotes around that. If we do have some downtime, there's not a lot of treatments to do, I enjoy going into the ER and helping because, like I said, I just like providing. I don't know. I like I like doing diagnosing. I'll do treatments after, but you know, I want to be a part of the whole process, and ICU just like doesn't give you that. So anyway, it's definitely not been my favorite. The ICU shift for ER has not been my favorite. But now I'm gonna finish this last video that I'm watching for vet prep and then shower and go to bed. It's 10:40 now. I'm showered and ready for bed. I'm not reading tonight because I'm tired, and I did a good bit of reading today already. Something I do like about this rotation is that there's pretty minimal paperwork, which is really nice. I don't have to like bring paperwork home with me. So anyway, during our like downtime, free time there on this rotation, I also get some reading done. And then when I come home, I'm able to get some reading done. So I just don't really feel like reading anymore tonight, and I'm tired, and so I'm just gonna go to bed. Anyway, thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much, and goodbye.